So I'm back doing videos in the morning, so I just felt like I needed to do a video today and upload it. So I just wanted to talk about the Queen's funeral, and the whole of the last 10 days have been very strange, and it's been lovely to see so many people making such an effort to say goodbye to the previous monarch. I'm watching, us having a new king in this country, and it's just been so. Some of it's been lovely. Seeing the flowers, we went up to London. Well, I live in London. I live in Wimbledon, but central London. And we went up there to the Buckingham Palace to see the flowers and everything, and in Green Park, and it was so lovely. There was no arguments, just people wanting to pay their respects from all different places. And I bet she would be looking down and thinking, wow, this is what I've created. Being a king or a queen must not be easy, because you're going to do, it must have good points and bad points like everything else. But being, not having time to really grieve, you just got to get on with it and do your duty. And it must be quite hard. I remember when, my dad died, I thought I would be so strong. And then there's the last bit where, at the end of the funeral, where we had to say our last sort of words to my dad, who was in his coffin. And that's when it hit me, the realisation that I'd lost a parent. And that's the other thing, we're forgetting. I understand that people are not a royalist or a fan of the monarchy, but she was still a human being at the end of the day. She still had her hard times with her Windsor Castle, fire, and with divorces in the family, and so she had to cope with much, and then you just got to go with your duty. It must be hard to, be a royal at times, because you're not given time to properly grieve. But perhaps now they will get a chance to grieve. Now, she's now gone, officially. She's now been buried, officially. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. Today, now been Monday, but her state funeral was yesterday. And the bit that got me was when she went down into the St George's Chapel. And that was the realisation that this is the last time we'll see her now. And now she's gone. And do I believe in life after death? Yes, I do. Well, it gives me comfort to believe that you just move over to another place, rather than that be it, and then it's all gone. Because after my nan died, I did get a bit fearful about death, and how will I feel when it comes to the time. But you you have to just live on and make the most of each day in time, and just be, doing the things that you want to do rather than the things you've got to do, and just follow your heart, follow your dreams, create memories for your children, because that's your point for your kids, is that they live on, which doesn't always happen, and it's so sad when kids die, being children, not having a chance to grow into an adult. But the Queen lived to 96, and she had a Platinum Jubilee, which was a brilliant event. And I did do a day and a half videos for that, if you want to check them out. And she did so much, and that's what I'm going to see now. I'm not going to see her as that she's dead. I'm going to see her that she's just putting her feet up now. Back with her husband, Prince Philip, and her sister, Prince Margaret, and the Queen Mother. And then she's done all what she needed to do, and now she's moved on. And I think that's a lesson to us all, which is make the most of your life. You know, I mean, I bet there were times when she didn't want to travel to the other side of the world, but she made the effort, and then obviously she had mobility issues towards the end of her life, so she couldn't make the events as planned, but she was an elderly lady, so you know, she once you get to the point where you can't move, you have to listen to your body, and be practical about what you can and can't do. You but she never stopped. She carried on working to her final days, and that's what I'm going to give me comfort, that she did so much, and it's inspiring as well. Because like this morning, I'm knowing, I've known yesterday that I would be back doing my morning videos, and then it got to this one, and I think, oh, can I be bothered to do it? And I'm like, yes, I will do it. I want to do it anyway, and I want to do a chat video, so I wanted to do one, and here I am. And so, it's going to feel strange having a king now, but I think King Charles will do, King Charles III, will do a fabulous job. I think, I saw the issue when he was in Ireland and the pain, but he had a lot to deal with, so, and he is only human, I know Queen will probably handle it differently, but a lot of people start to do that now. But they say, oh, the Queen wouldn't have done that, but he's his own person, isn't he? He's not the Queen. He's the Queen's son, and he has his own personality and traits, and we have to respect that. So, anyway, I want to know what you thought about the funeral, and the last 10 days events. Seeing people queuing for hours to pay their respects to the Queen. I'm so glad I went up there, because I know I would have regretted it, and I'm fed up with living with regret. So now, I actually think, no, I'm going. I wanted my son to learn about what's going on, and I want to pay my respects, so I did, and I did it on a Sunday, which is unusual for me, but we did it, and we got ready, and we went and we paid our respects, and I'm glad that we got to do that. There've been moments when I wanted to cry, but I've held myself back, because seeing how strong the royal family have been inspires me that, she wouldn't want us all bawling our eyes out, the Queen. She wanted us to be happy that we paid our respect, and it was time to move on. And we need to let people go, and then you continue on. That's the way it has to work out. So, yeah. And now I feel like, oh, it's all over now. And you're going to get that time back. So, when your loved one dies, take your time in going over the memories you had, and take each day as it comes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.